Hello there, and welcome to Guest Inspect. Guest Inspect is one of the most popular short-term rental tools globally. We help hosts identify bad guests before they become an issue. This video is just going to be a quick walkthrough of our online dashboard, so let's get into it. So the way you access this dashboard is by going to app.guestinspect.com. Now, if you have our Chrome extension installed, you can alternatively just click the extension and then go down to Dashboard and click right there, and it will take you to the exact same website. So when you log in for the first time, it may look a little bit overwhelming, but it's really quite simple. So I'm just going to walk you through the basics for now. We'll start up here at the top. Right here, we can collapse our sidebar just by clicking this simple arrow, or we can expand it back out. If we move further along, this is our toggle for light mode and dark mode. So we can switch between that depending on what your preference is. But for this demonstration, I'm going to keep it on light mode. Next over here, we have our profile, which you can click into, then go to Settings. Here you can manage your profile and your account security. You can also log out directly from here by clicking Log Out. Now, let's get into the first couple of tools. The main application for the dashboard is really just for those that don't really want to use the Chrome extension. Now, we do emphasize that the majority of our tools are through our Chrome extension, but we understand some people might not want to or can't use extensions, so we offer a few tools through this dashboard instead. So this is our home page, which just gives you a couple quick shortcut links to our tools. You can also access them by going to the sidebar here. So let's get into our first tool where we can generate a guest inspection report. So I'm going to click right over on our sidebar, Inspect Guests, and it's going to take us to this page. Now, again, like I said before, this dashboard is really just here as a backup for the Chrome extension. You're going to have access to a lot more detailed insights if you generate an inspection report through the extension. Let's say somebody's just inquired about booking our property, and we want to make sure that they haven't caused any damage or any issues on other rental platforms, or maybe under other profiles. You're going to be presented with this little layout right here. We're going to come down to our platform, and this is an Airbnb guest, so we're going to select Airbnb. We're then going to paste in the guest ID. Now, if you don't know where to find that, you can click this little tooltip here, and it'll give you some quick instructions on how you can find it. Alternatively, we have a complete written guide that goes into a lot of detail just by clicking this little question mark at the top, and you can read through that. So, let's go back, and we're going to paste in our guest ID. Now, all I have to do is click Run Inspection right here. What this is going to do is search through all of our records that we might have on this guest. We have close to 100,000 reviews and incident reports. It'll search multiple platforms, then cross-reference the data, and come back with a simple search result as to whether this guest is okay or if they've caused lots of issues before. So we're going to click Run Inspection right here, wait a couple seconds, and there we go. So we can see that this particular guest has caused one prior incident, and we can click over to see the host review. If a search comes back with no results, obviously we can't guarantee that this guest hasn't caused any issues before. It just means that Guest Inspect has not received any reports on this guest. Now let's move on to managing your reviews. If you've left some independent Guest Inspect reviews through our Chrome extension, you can click Manage Reviews in the sidebar here and wait a couple of seconds. It's going to present you with all the reviews you've ever written through Guest Inspect in one simple, easy-to-view table. We can see each specific reservation, the date, what you rated them, if they caused any incidents, and the review comment. We can also search via guest name, reservation code, and even review comment. Lastly, you can sort by rating, guest name, date, and number of incidents. That's it for Manage Reviews. We tried really hard to keep it as simple as possible. Again, if you click up the top here on the question mark, it'll take you to a detailed guide if you need more in-depth instructions. Now that we've covered both of those tools, you can see on the sidebar, we have a couple items under Resources. These are really just quick links that take you to some useful resources and, of course, our Chrome extension. So we can click here, and it'll take you to our extension web store listing where you can install it. You can go down and click on Guides. And like I've shown throughout the rest of this walkthrough, we have a very in-depth documentation site with detailed guides on pretty much everything that Guest Inspect offers. And last but not least, if you are having any issues, you can click on Support down here and contact our support team. That's pretty much it for this quick walkthrough of the Guest Inspect dashboard. As I said at the start, this is mainly just used as a backup to the extension, and obviously to manage your reviews. So you're not going to be using it that much in comparison to the extension, but it's a very useful tool if and when you do want to use it. We're proud to be supporting over 7,000 hosts, and can't wait to help you avoid those bad guests. Thanks for watching,